into what they have. We don't need it. I just want to let people see that it is. I think around 750,000 is kind of the asking price. But most importantly, there's been a wonderful development during the week. Well, for me, it seems like a wonderful development. It's called the DARRAGHVILLE Project Partnership, which is just announced. It was only just, I think it was just this week, wasn't it? Just announced?
Yes, just this week we were approached by a group of private investors who put a proposal to the Luisne board, which basically offered the opportunity for Lifeline to preserve and protect the house and some of the land here, which has been an important part of the Kilcoole community for over 100 years. So they're the only group who are putting in a bid that we're aware of, who have offered this kind of opportunity, and it's important. You know, it's a beautiful house, beautiful lands, but not only that. The work that Sister Miriam and Sister Barbara have done here over the last number of years has attracted over 1,000 people a year. They've created a wonderful place of peace that has had huge value to the people who come here and the people in the community. So this organisation have offered not only to preserve the house, but and some of the land, but have offered the opportunity to continue the work, the Luisne work here, and create an opportunity for us to continue to build on the work that Miriam and Barbara have done and create a centre of well-being, which is where their work had been building to in the past. So we are incredibly supportive of the idea that somebody really wants to preserve what is an important part of this community, not only in terms of the landscape and the historical building, but to allow the kind of work that has been continued here to keep going, and for the community still be able to access a beautiful part of Kilcoole village.
It's fascinating to see that when this was posted on Facebook, naturally a lot of people were delighted, but then quite quickly they sort of expressed concern over the fact that there's plans for 200 houses, that there will be a bypass road, that's a road that's going to bypass the main street here in Kilcoole that have been planned. This will be part of it. Now there are many community-based ideas within that, as you say, within the proposal. There's going to be open spaces at the front for children, there will be a space for the school, there will also be possibly some sheltered kind of accommodation. So those concerns that people would have, I mean, would you feel, well, these things will easily be addressed, or is it still a case of we have to basically make plans and hope that these promises are kind of delivered? You know, I don't know how much of a shape it has taken, or how much you could be sure that it's going to be as good as it sounds.
So the only aspect of this that I can comment on is what has been offered in terms of the protection of the house, the walled garden, and the land around that. In terms of the proposed future developments, that is not anything that I can comment about because I don't know anything about it. What I can say though is there is a process. The lands, what they have stated, the DARRAGHVILLE Project Partnership have stated their intention to seek rezoning. So that is a process that they will have to go through. Should that rezoning take place, then there is another process that would have to go through in terms of planning permission. So more information will evolve at that point. So I can only comment on the specific aspects around Luisne and the house and the wall garden.
Well, I suppose we have to sort of, also be aware of the fact that most, if not all, of anybody who kind of will be in the bidding for this will obviously have plans for the land. It's not like they will buy just to let their children run free. So I guess just knowing this particular plan is certainly a major plus for Luisne, because as you say, you are part of the plan, which is rare enough that developers will come forward and say, we'd like you to stay where you are, and we'll be sort of working in conjunction with the idea that you're going to be there, and we'll also develop some of the land around you. Would there be a timetable on this? I don't know I should have checked, but what sort of date you will sort of have to this will all be kind of like decided?
My understanding is that the order are expecting to have final bids in next week.
Right.
We obviously have no power influence on what decision they take. at that point. So next week, I would expect there will be some information within the coming week to 2 weeks.
Right, because I know that just one of the questions as I looked down through, one of the questions was just people couldn't find any reference other than this particular story about Darraghaville itself. So I guess they were just worried that who these people might be and if they were true to their word and exactly what their plans were. But it certainly is a lifeline for what has been, you know, difficult time for Luisne. I know that as you mentioned, Sister Mary and Sister Barbara, they're doing incredibly good work. They've had to sort of stay in limbo now for quite some time, not knowing what the future holds. And at least this would give them the comfort of knowing that their work will continue and that the house itself will continue as it's been. But I guess from other than that, we really have to sort of wait and see how this plays out. I mean, it is great that somebody has taken Luisne on board, we'll say, with the idea that this land could still have that purpose. So we'll have to just keep an eye on it, I guess, and hope that it comes out as good as it looks.
And see what the future brings, and hopefully that the community gets to keep a beautiful resource.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.